The world's population is aging rapidly. China already has more than 100 million citizens over the age of 65, putting them at the forefront of a global demographic shift that includes the United States and other developed nations. New policies and attitudes can help reveal the opportunities presented by an aging society.
China is feeling the demographic shift well before the rest of the world.
The Chinese have a unique cause for their population shift.
4 grandparents, 2 parents, and 1 grandchild, because of the Chinese one-child policy implemented in 1978.
By 2050, older adults will make up 25.5% of the population in the U.S. Almost a quarter of retirement-age adults volunteer in their communities, and social policies are being developed to keep them engaged and productive.
We, in fact, have just passed a really important piece of legislation last spring, the Kennedy Serve America Act. And through this act, older adults are going to be encouraged to volunteer. There are certain initiatives where nonprofit organizations can receive public money to increase the number of older adults that are serving.
Dr. Morrow-Howell says policymakers must help keep seniors who want to work longer from facing obstacles in this country.
In the United States, in terms of working, might not be as much policy as much attitude. There's still a lot of age discrimination that prevents older adults from working longer or re-entering the workforce. But there's also program needs. We need people across the life course need to be able to retrain, stay current, develop the new technology skills as they come along so fast. So older adults have to continue to invest in their own training and development, and programs and incentives are being developed for that to happen.
China's approach to productive aging could face cultural obstacles that aren't present in the U.S.
If an older adult works a little bit later, presumably after a retirement age at 60, people might have a misunderstanding that the older adult doesn't have sufficient family support lined up for him, and may just think their children are not taking good care of them, which reflects negatively on their family members.
China is so very different because so much of the population work in the rural areas farming, and it's a different scene than our labor here that we're thinking about in older adults working longer. So depending on the country and the economy and the type of work, we have to think about different ways to enable people to be as productive as they can for as long as they can.
Both countries will need to adapt to their population shifts through programs to improve the lives of their older citizens.
Maximize the retirement age. Currently in China, it's age 60 for government employees. If that limit can be extended to some degree, that would really improve the elderly people's productivity. And then number 2 is if there's some kind of systems can be established to help the older people to volunteer in, for example, in schools or in hospitals or in community, so that they feel they can contribute to the society even though they are retired.